Gunfire explodes outside Atlanta's Magic City nightclub, ripping through a black SUV and striking down 21-year-old Cameron Olivia Price, a rising hairstylist whose talent lit up social media feeds. One moment, she's riding high after a night out at the legendary spot where stars are born. The next, she's fighting for life, her dreams cut short in the chaos of Pryor Street. What turned a celebration into a crime scene, random fury from a road, or a grudge waiting to strike? If you love true crime stories, please subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss how this unfolds. This story takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, the pulsing heart of hip-hop in Fulton County, where 2023 logged 135 homicides at a rate of about 25 per 100,000 people, double the national average according to APD and FBI figures, making even glamorous nights a gamble with fate. Cameron wasn't just any victim. She poured her energy into perfecting styles that turned heads, chasing her own salon amid the city's relentless grind. Born in Chester, South Carolina, this 21-year-old brought her skills to Atlanta's vibrant scene, styling clients with flair that went viral and earned her a devoted following. Friends describe her as full of life, always pushing forward, far from the shadows that claimed her that April morning in 2023. Yet beneath the city's neon glow, tensions simmer in places like Magic City, an iconic black-owned strip club that's launched careers from Cardi B to major rappers, drawing crowds deep into the night. Cameron left around 3:20 a.m. with her boyfriend behind the wheel, the SUV pulling away from Forsyth Street into the early hours. Nothing hinted of the violence seconds ahead on the 400 block of Pryor Street Southwest, where another vehicle closed in fast. The shots came sudden and relentless from the passenger side, the same side as Cameron, shattering glass and piercing metal as the driver floored it towards safety. Bullets tore through her head, leaving her unresponsive. Her boyfriend, grazed by flying debris but unwounded, raced to an overpass on Memorial Drive, screaming for help. Paramedics rushed her to Grady Memorial Hospital, but the damage proved fatal. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Eyewitnesses scattered into the darkness, their accounts painting a picture of pure pandemonium. Cars screeching, doors slamming, bystanders frozen as the SUV limped away. Atlanta police swarmed the block, marking dozens of shell casings glinting under streetlights, the air thick with the aftermath of unchecked aggression. For Cameron's family back in Chester, word arrived like a thunderbolt. Parents Creighton and Jesse Price shattered, holding on to memories of their daughter's unstoppable spirit. This wasn't some faceless statistic in a city wrestling with violence. It was a young woman on the cusp, her Instagram alive with fresh cuts and big plans, now silenced forever. As detectives began mapping the escape route and canvassing clubgoers, one question burned. Who pulled the trigger and why her? The answer would demand months of digging, leading to a break that stunned everyone involved. Cameron Olivia Price grew up in Chester, South Carolina, a small town about an hour north of Columbia, where everyone knows each other's business and dreams often lead young people outward. At just 21, she carved her path as a hairstylist with a knack for bold, eye-catching looks that landed her viral posts across Instagram and TikTok, drawing clients eager for her touch. Friends and family saw her as a spark in any room, outgoing, determined, always talking about opening her own salon one day, turning her passion into a full-time hustle. She moved fluidly between Chester and Atlanta, chasing bigger opportunities in a city that rewards grinders. Cameron styled hair for everyday folks back home but lit up when working events or sessions in the A, where the music industry pulses nonstop. Her feed overflowed with before and after shots. Sleek weaves, vibrant colors, satisfied smiles from women who trusted her hands. Posts from early 2023 show her beaming at clipper in hand, captioning one, "Living my best life, one cut at a time," with hundreds of likes pouring in from a growing fan base. Family meant everything to her. Parents Creighton and Jesse raised her with values of hard work and faith, watching her blossom from high school grad to self-made talent. Siblings and cousins filled her weekends with cookouts and laughter. She often drove back to Chester just to braid hair for free or catch up over plates of fried chicken. No one recalls her mixed up in trouble. Clean record, no gang whispers, just a young woman betting on herself in a tough field. Atlanta pulled her in during spring 2023, a trip blending work and fun with friends already settled there. The city's energy matched her drive. Trap beats blasting from every corner, influencers stacking cash, hair competitions popping off. Cameron soaked it up, snapping stories outside popular spots, her confidence radiating through every frame. She connected with folks in beauty circles, trading tips on products and techniques, building a network that promised real momentum. Yet success came with long hours. Stylists like Cameron often worked late, juggling appointments into the night, then unwinding where the action stayed alive. Magic City entered her orbit not as a regular haunt, but as part of Atlanta's after-dark scene, a place tied to hip-hop royalty, where deals get made amid flashing lights and thumping bass. On April 3rd, she linked up with her boyfriend for a night out, nothing out of the ordinary for someone thriving in that world. That decision set everything in motion. Cameron climbed into a black SUV around closing time, the club's crowd spilling onto Forsyth Street, laughter mixing with exhaust fumes. Her boyfriend took the wheel, ready to head back through the pre-dawn quiet. Excitement from the evening lingered as they merged onto Pryor Street Southwest. By 3:20 a.m., the crowd started thinning. Magic City's lot and nearby streets buzzed with cars idling, groups piling into ride shares and personal vehicles, horns blaring in the post-last call rush. Cameron slid into the front passenger seat of their black SUV, her boyfriend firing up the engine. They pulled out slow from Forsyth Street onto Pryor Street Southwest in the 400 block, a narrow stretch line with warehouses. Fast food joints shuttered for the night, and occasional pedestrians stumbling home. Streetlights cast pools of yellow on cracked pavement, the air heavy from earlier rain. Seconds after merging into traffic, another vehicle, a dark sedan or SUV, details fuzzy in panic, pulled alongside on Cameron's side. The driver or passenger window rolled down smooth, and then it happened. A barrage of gunfire, at least a dozen shots by most counts, hammered the black SUV. Bullets punched through the passenger door, shattering glass in a deafening cascade. Cameron took the worst, multiple hits, including a devastating wound to her head that left her slumped and unresponsive almost instantly. Her boyfriend reacted on pure instinct. Glass shards sliced his face and arms from the blast, but no round struck him directly. He stomped the gas, tires squealing as the SUV lurched forward, weaving through the spray of taillights and late-night stragglers. The attacking car peeled off into the dark, vanishing toward I-85 or side streets, leaving shell casings scattered like confetti on Pryor. Screams echoed from bystanders. Some ducked behind cars. Others fumbled for phones, the block transforming from after-party haze to full chaos. Desperate, the boyfriend barreled north, covering about a mile in minutes flat. He stopped under the overpass on Memorial Drive around 3:40 a.m., flags down motorists, and yelling for anyone to call 911. A Good Samaritan pulled over, witnessing Cameron motionless in her seat, blood pooling fast. Grady Memorial ambulances screamed in response, paramedics working furiously at the scene, loading her onto a stretcher, racing lights flashing to the ER just blocks away. Despite every effort, doctors pronounced her dead on arrival, the trauma too severe to overcome. Atlanta police units flooded Pryor Street moments later, yellow tape snapping across the block by dawn. Officers combed for evidence under floodlights. 15 plus .40 caliber casings from a semi-auto, fresh tire marks, fragments of taillight plastic. Club patrons trickled back for statements, faces pale, phones out with shaky footage capturing the tail end of frenzy. No one got a clear plate or face in the shooter's car, but the one-sided assault pointed to deliberate fire, not a mutual shootout. Word spread like wildfire through Cameron circles by morning. Texts pinging, stories blowing up on social media. Her boyfriend gave initial statements from the hospital, bandaged and shaken, confirming the sudden attack with no prior words exchanged. Magic City's management went quiet, routine for spots weathering violence. But the incident etched another mark on a venue already linked to past troubles. For those who knew Cameron, the night out ended in a nightmare no one saw coming, thrusting her family into grief and a city into questions demanding answers. That frantic drive for help bought precious minutes, but nothing could rewind the hail of bullets. Pryor Street stood silent by sunrise, a grim marker of how fast joy flips to tragedy in Atlanta's underbelly. Word of the shooting hit Cameron's family like a freight train before sunrise on April 4th. Creighton Price, her father, got the call in Chester, South Carolina, voice on the other end delivering the impossible. His daughter gone after bullets tore through her aunt in Atlanta Street. He drove through the night with Jessie, her mother, arriving at Grady Memorial as medical staff confirmed the worst. Creighton later shared the gut-wrenching sight. Cameron on a gurney, head wound fatal, her vibrant energy extinguished in hours. Seeing your daughter like that, it's a hard pill, he told reporters, voice breaking, clinging to faith amid raw pain. Back in Chester, the close-knit community rallied fast. Cameron's phone went silent, her Instagram frozen on joyful styling clips, now flooded with heartbroken comments. Cousins, clients, church members gathered at the Price home, pots of food piling up, prayers filling the air. Jessie spoke publicly days later, describing her girl as full of life, always helping others, no enemies in sight, just a young woman living her dreams. The parents launched a GoFundMe that surged past goals, funding funeral costs and a scholarship in Cameron's name for aspiring cosmetologists, turning grief into legacy. Atlanta police moved with urgency on Pryor Street. By 6 a.m., the 400-block locked down tight. Detectives invest marking 17.40 caliber shell casings, ejected from a Glock-style pistol, glass shards swept into evidence bags, blood smears tested for DNA. Crime scene techs photographed tire tracks, suggesting a low-profile sedan or SUV. Taillight fragments hinting at a recent model Chevy or Dodge. Neighbors peeked from windows, some offering dashcam clips showing the black SUV fleeing North Minutes post shots. No weapons recovered yet, but ballistics logged for future matches. Homicide detectives fanned out to Magic City, pulling security logs and interviewing valet staff. The club, no stranger to late-night drama, cooperated minimally. Management cited packed houses, dim lighting hampering clear views. Bartenders recalled Cameron's group as low-key, no argument spotted inside. Her boyfriend, treated for cuts at Grady, gave a statement matching witness buzz. Another car rolled up aggressive on Pryor. Passenger leaned out firing rapid bursts, then sped west. He swore no road rage, exchange preceded it. Just pure ambush. Police noted his clean record, released him pending deeper checks. News vans swarmed by noon, Atlanta Journal-Constitution splashing, young Stylist gunned down leaving Magic City across fronts. Social media erupted. Hashtag Justice for Cameron trending locally, friends posting throwbacks of her laughing at braiding sessions. Crime Stoppers dropped a $10,000 reward line, tips flooding in, whispers of gang initiations, club rivalries, even mistaken identity. Detectives chased every lead, canvassing nearby motels and gas stations for the shooter's ride, pulling traffic cams from I-75 ramps. Fulton County's medical examiner autopsied Cameron that afternoon, cause multiple gunshot wounds, manner, homicide, releasing the body to Chester for burial. The Prices arrived home to a vigil, balloons and candles lining their driveway, community leaders promising support. Creighton preached at her April 15th funeral. Packed with 500 mourners, Cameron touched lives with her hands and heart. Don't let her death be in vain. Donations pour for awareness campaigns on street violence, her story amplifying calls for better nightlife patrols. Meanwhile, APD zoned 3 squad-up presence around strip clubs, knowing Magic City's rep drew opportunists post-closing. Months dragged with no quick breaks. Tips dried up as witnesses clammed up. Fear of retaliation common in Fulton cases. Detectives built timelines. Cameron's SUV left Forsyth at 3:22 a.m. per club timestamps. Shots at 3:25, overpass stop by 3:38. They subpoenaed her phone pings, confirming travel from Chester days prior for a multi-day Atlanta visit. Boyfriend's vehicle impounded for forensics. Bullet's trajectory confirming shots from the right side passenger window, targeting her position. Public appeals ramped up. Cody Alcorn, local crime reporter, blasted updates, pressuring leads. Ever felt unsafe leaving a nightclub? Comment below. Have you witnessed road rage turn deadly in your city? If this story has you gripped, hit like, share a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more cases that demand justice. Family statements fueled the fire, Jesse vowing, "We want answers, not just arrest," pushing lawmakers for witness protection funds. By summer 2023, the case sat heavy on APD's board, another unsolved in a year of 135 killings. Cameron's face graced billboards off I-85, her smile a constant reminder. One family's nightmare, now a city's open wound, waiting for the break that would name a killer. Pressure mounted through summer and fall 2023 as Cameron's case lingered unsolved, her family's pleas echoing in weekly media hits. Atlanta Police Homicide Unit doubled down, cross-referencing shell casings from Pryor Street against citywide databases. Those .40 caliber rounds from a Glock match patterns in prior unsolved shootings. Tips picked up in October. Whispers point to a young man already tangled in the system, someone spotted near Magic City weeks before boasting about handling business. Detectives pulled jailhouse calls and street cam stills, zeroing in on Jackery Eccles, a 22-year-old Atlanta local with a footprint that fit too perfectly. Eccles came from the West Side, known in pockets for petty beefs and probation stumbles. Court records showed him out on bond earlier that year for gun possession, tagged with an ankle monitor that blinked offline around key dates. A confidential informant flipped first, claiming Eccles bragged post-shooting about firing from a borrowed dark Charger to impress his crew, targeting the SUV after it cut them off leaving the club. Police verified the tale. Eccles' circle matched partial vehicle descriptions from witnesses, his phone location placing him blocks away at 3:25 a.m. November 8th brought the hammer. Eccles sat in Fulton County Jail on a probation violation, caught with weed during a traffic stop when APD served warrants. SWAT team raided his girl's apartment off Campbellton Road, seizing a Glock 22 with fresh scratches, magazine half-loaded, serial numbers filed but recoverable. Ballistics fired test rounds at afternoon. Lands and grooves identical to prior street casings, a forensic slam dunk linking gun to murder. Backup charges stacked. Aggravated assault, possession by felon, drive-by shooting enhancements. Interrogation room tapes leaked bits to reporters. Eccles stonewalled at first, demanding a lawyer, but cracks showed under evidence barrage. His Charger, impounded from a cousin's garage, yielded taillight shards matching scene fragments, blood specks on door panels testing positive for GSR. Co-defendant buzz surfaced, a passenger named in tips, still ghosting, but Eccles took the brunt, motive pinned as road rage escalation mixed with showing out for homies. No direct tie to Cameron surfaced. Her clean vibe clashed with his orbit. Cameron's parents flew down for bond hearing November 10th, faces etched with exhaustion but fire in their eyes. Creighton confronted the gallery. "You took our joy, now face what you did." Judge denied bail, citing flight risks and violence history. Eccles shuffled back cuffed. Trial set for early 2024. Crime Stoppers up reward to $25,000. Family matching funds from Cameron's Memorial Drive. Tips surging as word spread. Social media lit up. Hashtag Justice for Cameron hitting national true crime pods. Pressure cooker on holdouts. Fulton DA's office built the file airtight. Timeline synced via traffic cams showing Eccles' Charger tailing the black SUV from Forsyth. Passenger window drop, captured in grainy footage from a gas station across Pryor. Phone dumps revealed texts hours prior about Rolling Deep Post Club, deleted but recoverable. Boyfriend ID'd Eccles from a lineup as a wheelman silhouette, locking narrative. Magic City's past factored in. Venue sued twice before for lax security post-shootings, this case fueling fresh scrutiny on after-hours patrols. By December, Eccles' crew scattered, 2 arrested on accessory wraps, phones yielding group chats joking about the smoke. Family vigil swelled outside the jail, Creighton leading chants, Jesse clutching Cameron's styling photo. APD's clearance rate ticked up, this one amid 2023's grim tally, but prices press for full truth. One down, but why our baby? Court docs dropped hints of gang-adjacent flexing. Eccles aiming to climb local ranks via bold hits. The arrest rippled outward. Cameron Scholarship awarded its first grant Christmas week. Braiding tools to a Chester teen, her touch living on. Eccles pled not guilty January 2024. Trial delays piling for motions, discovery fights, expert wrangles, pushing to late year. Prosecutors eyed life without parole under Georgia's drive-by laws, stacking odds. For a case born in Nightclub haze, evidence turned into a cornerstone prosecution. Proof persistence cracks even tight-lipped streets.x+1. Breakthroughs like this remind how raw data meets human toll. Prior street casings, once cold, now chained a suspect to accountability. Yet for the prices, cuffs offered cold comfort. Cameron's empty chair at Thanksgiving holidays loomed largest, just as a marathon in Fulton's clog courts. Cameron Olivia Price's death exposes the razor-thin line between chasing dreams and courting disaster in cities like Atlanta, where nightlife fuels ambition but claims lives without warning. Young women in entertainment face outsized risks. Data from health agencies show black females under 25 experience homicide rates double the general population, often tied to public spaces after dark. Her story forces a hard look at how glamour spots like Magic City, despite their cultural pull, become traps when security lags and crowds mask threats. Personal responsibility starts with basics many overlook in the thrill. Travel in numbers. Cameron rode with her boyfriend, yet a lone shooter closed the gap undetected. Apps like Be Safe or Life 360 let friends track real-time locations, sending alerts if cars veer off or stop abruptly. Groups pre-share rideshare plates and ETAs via group chats. Valet or lot attendants spot trouble early, handing keys only after scanning for tails. But Fulton's clubs often cut corners post 2 a.m. to trim costs. Venue accountability weighs heavy too. Magic City weathered lawsuits before Cameron's shooting for inadequate lighting and guards, patterns repeated across Atlanta's strip scene. Owners installed panic buttons at exits, floodlights on lots, metal detectors at doors, measures proven to slash incidents by half in comparable cities per safety reports. Patrons push back, boycott spots with dirty reps, demand better via reviews and tags, force change through wallets. Cameron's case sparked online backlash, management pledging upgrades nobody verified. Communities turned pain into action as the Prices did. Their Cameron Price Foundation, launched fall 2023, funds self-defense classes for cosmetologists and servers working late shifts, pepper spray training, de-escalation drills, awareness walks. Jesse Price speaks at churches. Know your exits, trust your gut. If a car lingers too close, floor it. Scholarships pair skills with safety kits, ensuring girls like Cameron build legacies without fear. Grassroots drives lobby Georgia reps for Cameron's law. Mandatory club violence reporting, stalled but gaining. Gun access amplifies every risk. Georgia's loose carry rules let felons like Eccles skirt bans. .40 calibers flooding streets from unchecked sales. Viewers arm knowledge. Spot modified rides. Tinted low, no plates. Note makes like Chargers common in hits. Bystanders intervene smart. Film from cover. Yell plates to 911. Form human chains against drive-offs. Cameron's clean path cross a loaded path. Her law screams separate them through vigilance. Broader ripple hits families everywhere. Parents drill daughters on stranger checks. From teens up, verify rides, share nights out, call hourly. Stylist and artist network safer. Daytime pop-ups over after-hours hangs. Virtual client meets post, 10 p.m. Cameron hustled ethically, yet timing doomed her. Lessons demand we hustle smarter, not harder. Her light guides prevention. Honor by living safer. Demanding venues prioritize lives over profits. Atlanta's 2023 body count dropped 10% into 2024, partly from cases like hers waking the public. Turn awareness to armor. Cameron's hand-style beauty. Let her memory style safety for the next generation. As of early 2026, Jackery Eccles remains in Fulton County custody awaiting trial, now delayed to mid-year amid defense motions challenging ballistics and informant credibility. Prosecutors hold firm with the Glock match in vehicle forensics, pushing for life under Georgia's felony murder statute, but plea talks circulate quietly. No public deal sealed. The Prices attend every hearing. Creighton updating hashtag Justice for Cameron with courtroom sketches. Jesse advocating for speedy resolution to end the limbo. Cameron's foundation thrives, awarding 3 scholarships in 2025 alone, while APD reports no new leads on potential accomplices. Fulton clearance rates hover near 50%. This case a brighter spot amid ongoing violence dips. Yet core puzzles linger. pure road rage or grudge against a boyfriend circle? Why target Cameron's side so precisely? Family clings to why her. Answers locked until verdict. Echoes of Prior Street demand closure. A young stylist stolen future hanging on courtroom scales. Trial watchers predict fireworks. But for now, justice simmers. Cameron Olivia Price arrived in Atlanta full of promise, her styling talent ready to conquer, only for stray bullets on Prior Street to steal it all one April morning. From Chester's warmth to Magic City's lights, her journey ended too soon, leaving a family forever changed and a suspect facing trial. What do you think really happened? Road rage gone wild or something more personal? Drop your theory in the comments, plus where you're watching from, city, state, or country. Subscribe, like, and share to keep her story alive and push for justice out there.